Okay, I think I miscounted the amount of dragons that are in.
Yeah, okay. There you rest.
Sorry. I miscounted the dragons in this warp room. I'm gonna end up with 32 after I'm done.
I would have thought you'd be the kind of person that'd be very specific that they are actually called homeworld. Because there's no
Okay, the
involved.
homes. The homes.
Homeworld.
Why can't you just call them homeworlds? That's what they're called.
They call that in the actual guide of the game as well.
Yeah, they literally called homeworlds in the guide. In the second game, Allura straight up says homeworlds.
Yeah. I think Garen does it just to upset me, like calling it 101.
Well, I stopped doing that ages ago because I gotta specify. Okay, there's this. Yeah, I have gotten a PB in Crash Bash. It's not a satisfactory PB, but it'll have to do. And then I'm just carpet bombing Spyro the Dragon.
Hate that fucking turn Spyro does. There's a way to turn off that animation. This is still a run without tooth roll, Laura.
Yeah, I miscounted the dragons. These splits are wrong. I thought it was gonna be 33 dragons, but I'm gonna end it with 32, I think. Yeah, okay. I'm also doing it in the wrong order, because my gem routing is gonna be sloppy. Yeah, it's gonna be 32.
Alright, that's a 7.4 second time save apparently. Then watch me just not get fucking town square first. I have a real big trouble getting town square skip with without having analog stick. I'm using D-pad. Really struggle. Like, because analog stick just allows you to get that turn really quick. D-pad, it feels slow. Fingers across.
Okay, that is a 20, about 25-ish, or 24.59 or 25. Entering Magic Crafters. I'm pretty sure Wally would have me beat by now. I'm pretty sure.
Stop comparing yourself to Wally in Spyro 1.
Okay, there are not many people who, truth be told, do this category, so it is kind of hard not to compare.
Yeah, but you're not on the same level as Wally, and that's not even fair to compare yourself to that. That's beating yourself down for no reason.
Yeah, that'd be like me comparing myself to LeBron James in baseball. It's basketball.
In baseball.
And baseball too.
Yeah, like, that's totally unfair. And then you're gonna be like, oh, well, I'm not better than Wally. It's like, well, yes, you aren't, but that's to be expected. The dude has, like, 8 years of, experience under his belt. Totally unfair comparison.
Oh, I didn't mean to touch you there, Devlin.
Ooh.
That was a slow Devlin touch. I got it on second try town square and I didn't die on the attempt, so I guess I can myself for that. This little bastard, let's give it Avia. Oh, fuck. One day I'm gonna get there and it won't even be on my PB run and I'll be really upset.
My run's pace compared to Yes Wally 1's. Well, at least that was the idea. Yeah, I died in Alpine Ridge, as to be expected.
I Take me to the next world, Marco. You're also a dragon's name. Illuminati.
Look, they ran out of names. Don't judge him.
Just forgot. Sworn, like in one particularly great run, I got a sub 4. Excellent. I hate every time I enter this world.
Which one?
Peacekeepers.
I believe in you.
No, I don't like Peacekeeper. In fact, like, I realized that I don't like Peacekeepers and Peacemakers. It's like quite a big chunk of hate.
I don't mind them. I think Peacekeepers is probably my least favorite homeworld of them all, but I still like him.
If he doesn't contain a 10 gem, never forget. Conan the Barbarian.
There's Calvin. Did I get all the dragons here? Yeah, no,
Ooh,
that's
you hear that? He got Calvin.
Calvin.
Calvin
Yeah,
Phillips.
Calvin. Yeah, Calvin. Big ups to Calvin.
Oh no, I think that guy had a 10 gem. Too scared to go back and check. In case he only had a 2.
Oh, that was close. Jesus.
What was?
Okay, I got my 5 eggs
How
for
much is that?
Beastmakers.
I don't do bird damage boost anymore. I've taken that out of the run to hopefully get a better time from Terrace Village. It's not really been helping so far. Because bird damage boost can take some. Why am I stuck behind the car? Bird damage boost can take some time to set up.
Probably one of the reasons why people don't even go for that dragon. Well, the gems are shit, so.
Yeah, he did have a 10.
Good,
I went back for
there's some good 5s and 2s. There's also the key on that island that has the 5s and 10s. That's pretty good gems.
Yeah, I thought the same
I'll-
thing, Garen. I don't know though. Apparently, it's a really unpopular opinion, so cut it out.
What? Okay.
Cliff Richard Town. Here we go. This level. I love playing this level casually. I hate playing it speedrun.
Yeah, there's a lot of you can avoid doing most of Clifftown if you do the terrace route, which I just phased Clifftown out eventually because the standard route doesn't do terrace at all. So it's one of those. It's one of those you either pick one or you don't, kind of things. Oh, okay. So I had speed, but I need to be supercharged for this next section.
The drug.
Fuck you, Skater. I didn't do my.
Yeah. Well, sadly, no supercharged strats through this section with the wizards. But that's a bunch of free 5s and 10s I'm getting.
Because you've got like all of the new people in your group, Yoga. I tried to put you with 2 people that you like as well.
Gator and
Mayo,
my main man.
Yeah. I thought like, okay, if I give him those 2, he should be comfortable doing whatever.
Yeah, no, if I was with literally people I didn't know, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know about this one, Toonie. Just because, like, it's not that I'm awkward with new people. It's more of like, this is just setting something up with entirely new people. That in that case, it'd be awkward.
Yeah,
for
it's just
me,
awkward.
but yeah, it precisely. But since I have 2 people helping me, plus I'll have, or rather I know, and then I'll have Adam. Who'll probably help me if I need to.
Yeah, Adam
help.
will definitely help.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night, Joe.
Yeah, it's just getting there.
Hello. Oh, sorry, I was saying good night. Did you guys not hear?
Yeah, I said good night.
You said goodnight so fast, I didn't even get the chance to say goodnight. But yeah, have a good night, Joe.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Pay attention to me!
Nah.
Alright, so
That'd be funny. Imagine he just joins. Is like, oh fuck you guys, just leaves.
Yeah. Fuck you all. Yeah. I got Team Britain, so that lines up nicely for me. Even though like I kind of like wanted to race with like you and Skater and whatnot this time, so I like raced with Danta the other day.
Well, the people we have in our group, the newcomers, they're from the Spyro Speedrun Discord, right?
Yeah.
They're from so they actually run SRT. So I wonder how good they are. I wonder if my any % skills would be able to transfer over.
Well,
without
Toasted
much
Cat is
hassle.
supposed to be the holder of the record for 80 Dragons.
Are they? Are they in?
Yeah, they're in your group.
They in my group? Oh, jeez.
That was like intentional. It's just like USA people are put together, and then I knew like I remember like you said that you don't want to be in a group with Psychic ever again, so like I've kind of kept you separate.
To be fair, he's been doing much better. I wouldn't actually care.
Oh, okay,
At least for now. He's been much better.
which person sounds like the
Oh, yeah, Garion streams. I'm not gonna lie.
wait, the Swedish chef? None of them sound like the Swedish chef. What?
You sound like the Swedish chef.
No, I don't. What? That was that a Mew Mew fan impression?
No, it was a Swedish chef impression.
Okay. I apologize. I'm pretty sure I got those confused with each other.
I wanted to put Adam in your group as well, but I was like, oh, he's so fucking organized. Like, I need someone who's organized for the last group.
It's okay. Adam is like, we're in the same group spiritually because he's gonna help me out if I need it. So
I finished Night Flight at the exact same time as normal, apparently.
isn't that right, Adam? Spiritually, you're
Ow!
you're in my group. We're in the same group, rather.
Kinda. Sorry, the audio in the game's a little loud.
It's all good.
Which actually is...
That's mostly just.
I want nothing to do with you, Yoga. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, actually, I requested to never be around.
Yeah.
Also, here's the restraining order.
Signed by GRA restraining order. I don't have to prove this asshole.
I didn't know GRA had a legally governing body.
We do. Race attorney. Haven't you been paying attention for our history the past 2 years?
Oh yeah, I have. Sorry, I forgot about race attorney.
Did you forget about racist attorney?
We
No.
don't talk about him much. Ever since the
That's fair.
colorblind incident of 1924.
Well, I mean, that's a very notorious incident, so I don't blame you.
Yeah. It was a bit of a dry canyon in our history.
Get it?
That is pretty funny.
I'm not gonna laugh, but it is funny.
No, I mean,
Well, I mean, it was funny until he started saying, like, you know, racial.
Shit. Wrong way. Didn't mean to go up this whirlwind. Climb lofts! We're going for
taking
this
these druid cycles steadily, since
we
I
all
am
know.
still technically doing any % stuff up until Beastmakers and Dreamweavers to an extent.
I'm
Yeah,
so,
you notorious racist.
What?
so-
Stop!
Joking.
Don't do that.
I'm joking.
I'm so glad, Garen, that you're doing this reignited race, because we've not had you in a race for a while.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing it too, but I'm probably gonna get last because the physics of Reignited are probably gonna aggravate me a bit. I watch.
Oh, dude,
people...
Reignited is so much easier than you would expect. Holy shit, it's actually so fucking easy. It's not even
Okay,
funny.
but didn't you mention in the in your stream of Reignited that he controls rather heavily?
I'm stream Reignited.
I'm not really that good at Reignited. Like I played through it casually. I've never tried to run it, so I don't know if I'm gonna try and practice for it because like I know where all the dragons are, and that's all that matters really for me.
Spyro 1 is laughably easy in Reignited. I'm gonna tell you all a trick. Charge jumping is fucking broken.
There's
In
also
Reignited.
something about like the fairy on Town Square can make you get up there quick. I don't understand how that works.
It involves FPS manipulation, which I'm not gonna bother
Ah, okay.
with.
And that's PC only, so. People on PC are just straight up getting an advantage no matter what in-game timer or not, but that's fine. I don't really care.
Yeah, who cares? It's a GRA race, and it's the Wally's like defending his title on a game he hates.
Yeah, which is
I don't think
I don't
he
know.
hates it. It's just that
no, he hates it.
He hates it.
And
No, but I mean,
I'll be honest. I'm happy I'm not in a group with him because I don't think it'd not be fun to listen to somebody be like, "Oh, fuck this game" or whatever, complain about every single thing. Especially when his complaints on the game have been rather baseless because he's just like, "Oh, it's just not a good game." So I'm like, "Okay, so you think Spyro 1's a bad game?" He's like, "No, Reignited is a bad game," and I'm just like, "That makes literally no sense."
Yeah, well, the thing with Wally is, like, he'll fucking be focused anyway. Like, he doesn't really actually talk all that much. Like, even when we've seen ETD, like, a game that, like, he knows inside out, he was still pretty, like, hyper-focused. And actually, I guess it makes sense, because he somehow lost to Luke.
Oh, wow. Wait, how did that happen?
Luke was faster. I don't really know how it happened. Wally somehow did not, like, get first place on his own fucking game.
Yeah, that's. I guess it's not. I guess the thing that surprises me about that is like, I don't know. It's not like what's it called? Not somebody that I would expect to beat him. If that makes sense.
I mean, granted, Luke did practice or the race like more than most people did. Most people like just did like 1 or 2 runs through just to like remember where stuff was. But it's still pretty shocking for like, you know, Wally being one of the few people that actually like runs the game.
Oh, Toonie, if you do the Nova Spell wall glide to get to the upper section with the fireworks and get all this or get bare minimum gems, you can get 150 gems in Terrace Village.
I was getting like 250.
Why do you call it the Nova wall glide? It's just the Terrace wall glide.
Because that is who I've watched do that wall glide the most.
Are you talking like next to like the one right after the first dragon? That's literally just the Terrace wall glide. It's not even a wall glide. That's just a momentum jump.
I mean, I do it as a wall glide.
The wall glide helps to be safe, but you don't have to do it.
I think I did the wall glide. Sometimes I'm just shit and miss that wall glide completely. Pretty hilarious because it's not a difficult wall glide.
Nope.
I'm just shit.
It's the same thing with the. It's the same thing with the what's it called? I'm trying to think of words. Hold on.
326.
There's a few places where you don't need to wall glide. There's one in Ice Cavern for 120 that you could wall glide, even though you don't have to, but it's a smart idea because it's safe. But you don't need it.
Chris,
there's just a few cases like that.
Chris Pratt will be taken over next stream. By who? What?
By me.
Chris LBC Pratt, I love that guy.
Same.
Yeah, I died in Misty Bog because my movement was sloppy.
He's like become really unpopular just because he's a Christian.
Just because he's a Christian? What?
No, it's
Chris
the
Pratt.
Church in particular that he's a part of.
Yeah, but like fucking like
Chris Pratt. Oh, well, he's also like a homophobe.
No, well he goes to church and like they're like, oh yeah, but that church once said something about homosexuals. It's like, well, what church hasn't done that?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't. What just gets me is there's like a double standard. It's like this one religion gets shit for like saying stuff about the gays, but then like no one like gives Islam shit about it.
Well, okay. So here's the weird thing. All right, I've researched into this, and there is technically nowhere in the Bible that says being gay is bad. It has just been like misconstrued. Where there were points in stories where people were talking about how it wasn't good, but it's never been explicitly stated that it is not okay to be gay.
I think it comes from the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, doesn't it? Where it's like, well, these people were sinful, they were lying with people of the same sex, and that's like, well, it doesn't say that that's why the place. Fuck your mum! No! Never question the gays. Look what happens.
For the record, Yoga, this is the one category where I won't 100% Misty Bog.
I mean, you shouldn't still do that in general. But
No, but I'm actively going out of my way to not 100% Misty Bog in this particular instance, because my jam routing is a lot more free.
The way I tackle the issue as like a Christian is just like, fucking, if people want to live their life that way, that's fine. It doesn't affect me really.
I'm actually I'm Googling the whole, like, the Bible doesn't state that being gay is bad, because I swear, I remember researching into this was like a year or so ago, where I was just like, there's no, or maybe it was longer than that, I was like, there's no way this shit is, like, I was like, this is a little weird, I'm curious to see where the proof is, and I remember researching it, there was no proof, from what I remember.
Even if it did say it, it's like, the people that, like, have a problem with it, you're like, there's so many more important things in the Bible, you're gonna focus on that one thing.
Yeah, like it's misinterpretation as far as I'm concerned.
So it's like fucking love your neighbor. Like I've came across like gay people that go to church, and it, like when people don't give them shit, it's like just let them have their own journey with God, like completely fine. So yeah, I don't get the people that get caught up on it. Is what I mean. And from what I can tell, like Chris Pratt being like a Hollywood star. Like, he's probably surrounded by it all the fucking time. Fuck, that was a slow Kelvin. Fuck you, Kelvin.
Alright, Bubba is the last dragon, I think. And I've got... Oh, I miscounted here.
That was a slow Alpine Ridge, but apparently on the head.
I don't trust that website.
Oh, God.
I don't trust any of these websites, like Catholic Hawaii. I don't trust that website.
Okay.
Dude, I'll just go to fucking Quora for all I care. At least I think this is a safe website.
Quora.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like, I'm not gonna get a virus.
So I had to resplit in Warp 3, so I'm trying to not be too salty about it. I had a bit of a malfunction with my splits, because I'm used to doing them on a level-by-level basis.
Are you doing
So
like,
my splits
are you doing auto splitter, or are you doing like, you split it when you feel wrong?
I split manually.
Okay. The
So
reason
sometimes I get the itch to shift, and I've had anxiety issues over it, because in some categories I probably just take them way too seriously, but I had a miscalculation of how many dragons there were. I thought there were 56. There's actually 58.
that was a really good charge call. I don't want to do that more often, but not fall like that. This run's not going bad. It says I'm 3 minutes ahead, but that's exactly what it says until I get to Terrace Village, and then I'm suddenly behind.
I want to do the Laura launch, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I need to edit my splits, but usually I will let a run die so that I can edit splits, but... Yeah, okay. I just messed that. Oh, I've got 0 lives.
Yeah,
Alright, so...
having 0 lives is what gives me anxiety on this, because it makes everything slow. How did I miss that fucking first firework?
So, it's not 56 dragons, it's 58. Which then... Yeah, that means that there are 74 in, when I leave Warp Room 5, and then...
It's a
Yeah.
whole world. I'm getting these extra gems because fuck Terrace Village. It's me having enough gems. And it puts me back here anyway. It makes me skip the fairies, but still have like good gems. Alright, let's try bite caves. I've had okay bite caves recently, like I've been getting halfway there, but not good enough. Oh, the hole was just too high. You still looking, Yogi?
So from... Yeah, I've been reading some things. So, it seems like the general consensus from from both people like who study the Bible and stuff like that, and some really diehard Christians, It comes down to the original Bible had said nothing about homosexuality, but like later like versions of it have been kind of like translated to reference it and stuff like that. And the idea of homosexuality is not bad. It's mostly the idea of if you have sex before marriage with a Christian, that is considered like sinful. That's basically the gist of it. Is like basically the Bible says nothing about it's not wrong being gay. It's just it's wrong if you essentially sex before marriage.
I think I'm gonna try this again. I'm starting to get tired. I'll come back to this category later.
I just had the slowest fucking supercharge ever. I have
If
no
I
idea
wasn't, if I didn't feel exhausted, I'd continue. But it's not like the category's giving me hell. It's just I'm getting tired, and I know I've got a longer way to go with this, so I'm just gonna hold off on it until later, and then give it another go. Yeah, I ended recording.
That supercharge that was suddenly like slow for no reason has made me feel really deflated because it made me miss out on a 25. I can probably afford to forget about that 25, but it doesn't make me happy.
I'll come back to this category later. I have to edit those splits again. Okay.
Oh no! I missed every gem on the roundabout part.
That miscount on gems and my current mood just being iffy is currently the issue. Okay, there we go. Save splits as. At least I know I enjoy the category.
Yo, there was a fucking TED talk on what the Bible says about homosexuality.
There's also a TED talk though on like fucking pedophiles like should be accepted, so like TED's a bit of a weird one.
Oh jeez.
There really was. There's like there's a TED talk being like pedophiles is just a sexual preference, like being gay. And you're like, no, stop equating the two. The homosexuals don't deserve to have to put up with that bullshit.
I can't see the fucking dislikes on this video, but it looks like most people are disagreeing with everything these people are saying.
There's like websites though that like show like every version of the Bible and what they say and how like how accurate they are. So like there is the information.
There is, but it seems like the general consensus is that the original Bible never outright states it, especially because obviously like homosexuality wasn't really a word written at the time.
Oh, they just they don't use the word homosexual. I think I don't know.
They do in modern day variations,
they do.
I believe.
No, they just say it's like in my version. It's like don't lie with someone saying. Or it doesn't even say don't do it. It says like that's the people in this town like happen to be doing that at the time, and obviously the implication is that because they were doing this is why the tragedy struck.
It all comes down to interpretation. Is the grand scheme of things.
I still come back to the point of like it's just like such a silly thing to get hung up on.
It really is, yeah. I mean, the thing that most people should, care about when it comes to the Bible is what Jesus did. Like for the religion, obviously, is like what Jesus did, right? And then like what the Ten Commandments are and why they exist.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't disagree with that point at all.
Like I'm not like religious, but that's how I take that personally. Is like that's what you should care about. So, in my opinion, because that's gonna in the end be the most important stuff when it comes to religion, because that is what your entire religion like is based around.
Yeah, well, and Jesus spends a lot more time talking about the poor than homosexuality, which I'm pretty sure he never mentions.
Well, yeah, because you have to remember, like, and there's proof that Jesus like existed and stuff like that too. So, there's proof that he was, you know, essentially a poor person that lived in a poor countryside. So, there's a reason why it's talked about so much.
Yeah, well, he's referenced so much. Like the weird one is when people say like, oh, like atheists are like, oh yeah, Jesus didn't even fucking exist, dude, and you're like, well, pretty much every historian agrees that he was a real person who existed at this time.
Yeah, well, because yeah, exactly. Nowadays, like in the past, if people said that, then I would maybe be like, yeah, okay, sure, but give me your reasoning or whatever, right?
Mm.
But like in the past, but nowadays, like you said, yeah, no, it's been proven that it's more or less been essentially proven that he's existed at some point in time.
Yeah, he's
there's
just like
too many things.
Yeah, he's referenced too much to not have been a real person.
Yep. He's also referenced by like well-known and respected like historians and stuff out on like 1300 AD or something. Mm-hmm. So
and the way
it's not like they would just immediately be like, "Oh no, this guy believes in Jesus. Oh well, let's not believe him." That's not how it works.
As I said, the way I see it is like I always challenge people, like, okay, like even if you don't believe in like the dogma of Christianity, like, all right, tell me something that Jesus said that you don't exactly agree. Which like, I don't know, people that often say that, like they often quote things from the Old Testament. Like, no, I'm saying like, what did Jesus say that you disagree?
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Like he fucking loved the poor. Like he, stood up for the prostitutes. Like, good dude.
Yeah, like I can see why he was so loved and was a prophet, because he actually seemed like a guy that was like really looking out for the people, and it makes sense when you think about it. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm the Messiah. I'm the Son of God," sort of thing. Like it makes sense to treat people with all love, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Unless you sin, sort of thing. But even then, he treated people that sinned like it's a thing, just given to faith.
Yeah, well, and the reason like he had that attitude is because like if you condemn that person, they're never gonna find the Lord. It's like you just outcast that person for like forever. Like then they just feel like, well, there's no redemption. His idea is like, well, see where they're coming from. Why did they do it? Right, 3,482 gems. Sorry.
I'm sorry we're derailing the call with religious talk. I don't know. I find the shit interesting, so
right, like it's like I love having open-minded discussions with and I love it when people disagree as well, because like I can learn more about their perspective.
Yeah, but I think you and me have the same sort of like mindset when it comes to religion, at least in terms of Christianity and stuff like that. But I feel like Christianity is just something that like our life is so like we're so embedded in it, and just it's just like an everyday thing to us to an extent. Like what, in Vietnam, do they follow Buddhism over there, or like what's the deal?
The most dominant religion, I guess if you call Buddhism a religion, it's more like a way of life, isn't it? It's like Buddhism is more popular overall. The South has a lot more Catholics from French influence. A lot of the architecture in the South is French, all the way up to like near the middle of Vietnam is a lot more Catholicism. In the North, like it's hardcore Buddhist. It's kind of interesting because like Vietnam being a communist country, like that kind of models itself on China. Just seeing like how religious, like they're quite tolerant of religion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this extra life because I don't have any.
You're gonna need them.
I'm in Terrace Village. I entered Terrace Village with about 3,500 gems. Is that good?
I believe so.
Alright. Please give me the wall glide. I will love you forever, game. Yeah! I needed that comeback after all the hell I've been through.
Proud of you.
I did not have a good Magic Crafters finish, which is why I needed some positivity.
You've been playing the Transformers game.
For now.
What game was that, by chance?
Fall of Cybertron.
Is this like a new game or something?
No, it's new-ish, but it's technically not on the Steam store anymore. It's been delisted.
Oh shit, like how old
What
is
has?
it?
What has?
Transformers Fall of Cybertron is because Activision, like, their license Hasbro expired, so they had to delist it.
I thought you were gonna say something like, well, you know, Activision's in some shit right now, and
Yeah, it happened way before that.
perfect timing, huh?
When is Activision not in shit?
Well, you know all about the like shit going on with them now, right? Like Activision Blizzard.
No, I don't actually. What's going on?
Oh, it is horrid.
So
Yeah,
it
yeah, it's all the. Well, Hobby Kotick is an asshole.
So long story short, what happened was like women workers were like sexually harassed. One was driven to like suicide eventually because they were sharing her nudes all over the office and stuff like that. And the stress and humiliation and stuff just got to her. Most of it was from Blizzard's end at first. And they had like a fucking suite called like the Crosby Suite or whatever, or the Cosby Suite.
Cosby.
It was bad. It was horrible. It was the worst you could imagine. So then, yeah, so all this stuff came out, and there was like a huge, like, it was a big deal, and the California, like, you know, police and shit, they all got involved, and there was a lawsuit happening. And then recently, we all learned that Activision also was very much well in the know of all this shit too, and they never stopped any of it. So, yeah, it's bad.
It does sound pretty horrific.
Though I hope both companies kind of burn down now, and then you know, people that can make use of the licenses that they have, you know, we can make some good stuff.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Like, I feel like there's too many big conglomerates these days. And, like, you know, with how video games are, when, like, this game was made and you could have, like, an office of, like, 6 people or 7 people making a game, not anymore. So, like, it makes, you know, doing a video game a super big financial and time risk.
Yep, exactly. I doubt that'll be the ending, unfortunately, in terms of, like, oh, I doubt that suddenly everyone will be like, oh yeah, let's just shut down the company and whatever. That would be the most ideal situation, but it's probably not going to happen.
Depends what would happen to, like, the IPs if that is what happened.
Yeah. Well, it depends. I guess it depends on what happens in the at the end of the lawsuit.
One more plane, apparently. Where's the last plane? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. Like, that whole entire situation is probably one of the worst video game scandals I think I've ever heard. Like, one of the most, like, vile and disgusting ones.
You just want another Spyro game, don't you?
Me, yes. Well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to get a new Crash game, too. Even though we already have, technically, it's about time, but it wouldn't hurt to get another. Pretty sure you could agree with this, Adam.
Yeah, I do.
I still think it's about time so far, except for the fucking Bayou stage isn't as bad as people made it out to be. Like, yes, the 100% completion is still kind of ridiculous, but I don't think it's, like, the worst thing in the world, you know?
Yeah, I just, I wish I'd, like, I think, like, the other issue I have is the live system, because the levels are so long.
Well, I'm not playing on classic mode.
I wanted to, though, because, like, when you're not trying to get all the boxes, it's like, well, fucking Brute has no purpose then. You kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. guess that's fair.
So I tried
Yeah,
to do
so
it on
far,
classic, but I got like through like 20 lives on one section, and that was not good. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think. Well, the thing is, I think the game is the big thing to me is I think in terms of like the quality of the game is like it is a fucking beautiful looking game. I don't know, that just goes a long way for me. It feels like it controls right too.
Is it slow to go over here and get this pig, man?
No, he drops I think a 10.
Yeah, he does. Just wondering if it was like a little bit out of the way. I'm without sparks now, which is like, this is what my entire Peacemaker's
Just
like,
grab this dragon down here and just
die, yeah.
That's what I would do.
Just don't get eaten by
Guys,
plants. No, fuck you, really?
That
I got
speak-
blindsided
speak
by
to the
plants.
devil.
Like, usually if I'm not looking at them, they leave me alone.
If they're there and they don't exist, or they're not there.
Well, that's what happens in Spyro. Like, it happens with the falcons, right? That's why you have to try and keep them on camera. Nope, this guy, he wanted to come out of party, and they have the slowest fucking animation. Isn't that right, Zeke? I'm about to go behind on time now, but like, I don't even know if I'm ahead on a good amount of gems. It doesn't feel like it. I don't know how many gems I had at this point on the route I usually do. Fuck you, pig.
So close to finishing Mario Sunshine. I'm probably gonna finish it tonight, honestly.
So close to being eaten by a pig. And how about the bridge section at the end? Is that where people go?
You mean at the upper section?
Yeah, do people do that?
Yeah, if you're taking the terrace route, usually you just end after you get the last fan chest there. Because you don't go to Guanton. You don't need those extra gems.
Let's make the route there. I know, Jacques can be a little bit of a run killer for me lately, because like I found that Jacques is not a hard level, but it's a hard level for me to get right quickly.
Nah, it's a hard level.
It's a hard level for me to do quickly.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I am gonna try to get some.
Good night,
Alright,
Gary.
Garen. Have a good one.
Good
Are you
night.
gonna leave soon too, Adam? You got work tomorrow, I assume? Or
Yeah,
not? Oh.
I do. It's gonna be a shorter day, but still.
Oh, are you
4,000.
getting off early?
Mhm.
Nice.
4,000.
Do you still have to go in early though?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Adam. Well, I'm assuming you're gonna go sleep then.
Yeah. You're like,
Oh,
how far I can push it, but nah, I probably shouldn't.
yeah.
Gotta
You
wind
probably
down
should've
this
just
point.
screwed up. Yeah. All right. Have a good one, Adam. It was nice talking to you. Maybe I'll see you around tomorrow potentially. So.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day at work.
Yep. Have a good one. Bitches.
I was like wondering,
Then there
are you
were
trying to get?
two-
I was like, are you trying to get rid of Adam?
Oh no, I was just, I don't know, for some reason I'm like very conscious about like people who work, I guess. Does that make sense? I'm like, oh, you got work tomorrow, are you sure you should be up this late? 'Cause I think I was doing the same thing. Wasn't with, I think it was with Joe. Yeah, with Joe last night because he was staying up pretty late. And I was just like, huh. I don't know why you're staying up pretty late, Joe. I just kept asking him, like, are you sure you could be up this late, sort of thing. So I don't know. I just get very, I don't know, defensive, I guess, about people who work.
Yeah, I don't have work today, sadly. And I say sadly because like I want money.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was about to say, why?
Because like when I work, it's like 3 hours, so it's like not a huge time investment. So like it's 2-3 hours and then I'm golden. So like I don't mind if I've got like one class in the evening, just like yeah, okay, I can do that later. Got the whole day to do whatever I want then. Oh, am I still gonna make this? Yes, I am. Poof. Speaking of religion, it's Isaac on top of the mountain that Abraham did not kill him on. I don't know the trick to kill this red thief like early. I know you can do that. I don't know what like allows you to do it though. It's like I've killed him before, like where he starts. I just don't know how you do that. Like there's some kind of trigger that happens on there.
For what?
The red thief on treetops, you can kill him in his starting location, but I'm not exactly sure how. Like I've just done it sometimes.
Oh, well, it barely saves time. It's technically does, but it's like
That was
less
definitely not
than a
saving
second
time.
or something.
It's all the good gems. Again.
But yeah, don't ever feel bad if you never like get fast leap. It surprisingly is not as like important as you may think.
No, it doesn't like. I'm not worried about it on the time element. I'm just like curious, like on like a technological aspect, mechanical aspect.
From a mechanical aspect, if you approach it where you're like landing on the ground, or like if you're close to the ground of where the where the platform he's standing on is, if you flame before you land on the platform, and you're like really like you're not flying from high above, but you're flying from like close to the altitude where the floor is, you can flame him fast. I also think it depends on the angle too, because he just wakes up at a specific like once you get a specific like distance, I think. So
Metalhead. I'm going into Metalhead with 4,900 gems. I think that's good. It's like
I think that is too, because you want to end on 5-2-5-2 ideally.
I need to learn a Metalhead skip. Do you know that skip?
Oh, you mean the one where you clip through the wall?
Yeah, at the start. Do you know that?
I don't know how to do it. I don't think it's too important. It does save time, yes, but I don't think it's like too important.
I'm just trying to like find like some tricks maybe that aren't like too difficult to pull off that will like make up for me just being a bad player.
Well, I would say don't pull a Gary in. If that makes sense.
Well, Gary does weird levels. Oh crap, where am I going? There's no floor down there.
Well, sometimes too he has a tendency. Excuse me. He has a tendency to want to employ tricks, and I understand why, mind you, but sometimes he wants to like employ tricks and thinks that the tricks are the very important part that will save him time, when that isn't necessarily the truth.
No, it's definitely, I know for a fact it's the movement. It's just like something to practice while I'm doing these runs anyway. It's like the movement you're practicing all the time, every second you're playing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like just looking for like other stuff to like practice as well. I know, like with 2 volts run on the board, like that one trick like got him his PB, in a really respectable time.
Even though the run itself wasn't that good.
Yeah, exactly.
Coveless is Coveless.
I'm gonna make another updated video on that, like of my world record race that I made in the past of like all the 6 best times. But I'm gonna do it up to the best 8 times so I can include Wally. One day maybe I'll be able to add Laura to that list.
I feel like at this rate she's doing really good. She's got like a 41, I think, right now. So yeah, she's fucking rocking it.
I hope so, because like it seems like a lot of the like Tuval etc. like they don't run anymore. Like
yep.
I'm not sure what Tuval does.
That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing though, is the fact they don't fucking run the game, but their times are still so fucking good. And Tuval right now, I think he just plays. I think right now he's focused on Zelda stuff. I know, very weird shift of in-games. But yeah, I think the last time I saw him, anybody mentioning him doing anything, he was specifically the Link's Awakening DX, or not DX, but the Switch game that came out, the remake. He was doing stuff like glitch hunting, I think, and stuff in there. I think it's also important to note that Tuval is mostly a glitch hunter. He's not exclusively a glitch hunter, but he is mostly a glitch hunter.
That's like his bread and butter.
Yeah.
I don't know if
well, you
that's
have to remember
too,
like
phrase.
Oh no, I've heard it. We use that here. But anyways, like a good example is The dude doesn't even fucking run Mario Sunshine. He found one of the best Mario Sunshine
Ah, I
tricks.
see. Yeah, so he enjoys
So-
like breaking games essentially.
Yeah. So I'm playing Mario Sunshine. Thought that was kind of fun to bring up. Yeah, he found Gelato Beach Skip.
Oh, I don't know why I struggle with this jump recently. Like, this is not a jump that I ever used to like have any issues with. Just getting back up to there quickly. All right, I'm going into Dreamweavers with 5,400.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'm
So you're
trying.
gonna get 300 from the Speedway. Yeah, no, you're
And
really
then,
more than fine.
yeah, so 300 from the Speedway plus like a couple that you get on the way there.
Yep. And it's not like a little that you get on the way there. You actually do get a fair amount. So.
I also need to practice this little bounce jump at the top of Dreamweavers to like skip the whirlwind. I know it only saves like a fraction of a time, but like that's the kind of like little tricks that I'm always scared to employ in the run in case it's like a time killer.
Yeah, that's why I would probably just focus on movement for a while, because once you start getting the hang of movement, then then I feel like it's worth like implementing like all these like tiny tricks eventually.
Need to get Sparks back, otherwise it's too risky to go to Slappy Monks.
I don't even think I started implementing tricks like that until, sheesh. It's been a while, so I don't fully remember. But yeah, no, it took a long time before I started like implementing like tricks. I think my time was at like a maybe 50 minutes, maybe 48 minutes before I started kind of really trying that sort of stuff.
Yeah, due to missing out on Slap Happy Monks the first time, that's cost me quite a bit of time. Sad. I hope I can make it up here by having a smooth, icy flight, and then... let's see. Okay, I've got 5,550. So this is going to put me on, what, 5,850?
850, yeah.
So I could literally
So
go
you could
straight
just
for
run
Jacques.
all the... You could literally just run straight to Jacques. You just right path and run straight to him.
Hmm. I think that's where I'll do, yeah. Then I need to basically get Barrel. I still need to get Barrel on Nut Cove pretty quickly. Because on the run that I got my last BB on, I got it first try. So I can afford maybe a couple of mistakes, but not too many.
Yep.
Again, I'm not even going for like a good time here, I'm just going for like a PB. I just want to get a better time than before.
Fuck off. Shit fucking work. Jeez.
These helicopter notes, like, surprisingly give me trouble.
I actually think Icy Flight, the second half, or not even the second, I guess you could say the second half. You know, when you're getting all the trains and the helicopters and stuff. Yeah, I think that's like the easy part. For me, that's the easy part.
Oh, 150 gems, yeah. Like, how many gems is that, Jock?
150. Like, he gives you 150.
He alone, without even the second part.
Yep. No. Sorry, including the 25 gem. 25 gems on the top. He gives you, I think, 75. I think it's 75, 75.
I have 5 something. What do I have? I have 565. 567. I don't know why I'm still going out my way to get 2s when the idea is I just go straight to fucking Jock.
Yep.
I got 29 gems already. Yeah, so I still need basically. I need to pick up all but 1 purple gem.
At that point, you might as well collect them all anyways. So.
No. He hit me with a box. Oh, I nearly died. Oof. That was frightening. Good job I don't need sparks for this section, even though sparks would make it like a little bit faster. Oof. He was about to throw the box again. Come on, the gem. Get on the thing, please.
Which one then?
Go. I'm only a minute ahead. Come on, go. Okay, there we go. I even went out all the way to get that purple gem that I knew I didn't need. 6069. Yeah, way over gemmed. Well, I'll say way over gemmed. Like that's like the level of over gemming I'm kind of somewhat comfortable with. Okay, of course I get an exact 0-second save between Jacques and Nexus because there's literally no time to save there. Just running. Alright, come on, give me some love. I need to get a very quick set of rats. Because I'm going to need the hit points just in case Norco gives me issues. I can't believe how much of it's going to come down to like this last section. I've got essentially, I've got basically 6 minutes to do the 3 remaining levels.
Might be tough, but I think you got it. I believe in you.
As long as I get barrel, I also believe.
Are you gonna try tooth roll?
No. I've not even like sat down to even try it like once yet. So, oof, that was a good proxy. Come on. All right. Have you ever had it sometimes on where you do like barrel and then you come off the other side and for some reason you can't glide? It doesn't like allow you to glide.
Yeah, sometimes it like locks your inputs. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like you literally can't do anything until you touch that water. Okay, skip 2 for all. Lied, say I got 2 throb. I might do a save state after this though and give 2 for all a go, even though I can't really practice it while the head's open.
Oh yeah, I mean, at least you can try to get the flop.
Actually, yeah.
Or like not the flop, but like the momentum of the roll or whatever.
I just did the save state at the start of Twilight Harbor, so I can just load back and do that.
Perfect. And that's when they invalidate your run.
What, sorry?
I said that's when they invalidate your run.
I'm not loading state back during the run, just like doing it for later to practice. So far, so good. Not like the perfect Twilight Harbor, but smooth enough where I can be happy with that. I've not been hit this time. That's always my target with Twilight Harbor, is just not to get hit. I'm just waiting for one day they just like find a trick to get you from the start of Twilight Harbor to the end somehow. It's just like some kind of proxy.
It'd be very useful for Vortex, so.
Well, it'd also just be very useful for like people that can't do this, like these other advanced strats. All right, Nasty Nork.
True, but I do feel like what's it called? I do feel like it's what's it called? I don't know. I feel like if that skip ends up happening, it'll probably be harder than we would think. It'd probably be something only Vortex people would end up doing. Well, no, I mean 90% runners maybe, but I feel like Tooth Roll seems to be good enough where I think people are gonna just start making that like the standard.
I missed Fast Thief 2, which is why I usually don't like to go for it. I just went for it because I've got a little bit of time to spare between now and my PB, but it has cost me about 30 seconds.
At the very least, you like understand how it works, right?
What, Fast Thief 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you run to the right hand side, and then you try and do a flame to the left.
Yep.
I got it in my 104 like PB run. So like I have got it before, which is why I still attempt it, but like it was like one of those where if I don't attempt it, I could get an even better PB at this point, as long as I don't die to Nasty. Or I can give it a go. So I'm like, unless I die in this last section, I'm gonna PB now.
I like how this is going to be the run where we talk about religion and shit, and this is going to be your commentary.
Yeah, I'm going to get banned from the community just for being a Christian.
How dare you have beliefs? For shame.
No! Stairs! I got stared! No! I got stared! Fuck off!
GG? Can you still PB?
I can still PB, I think. I'm not going to go for Fast Thief 2, though. I'm just going to try and do it normally.
Which time do you have? How much time do you have?
I have 2 minutes.
if you fast thief, I would say thief 2
No,
rather
I
than say, yeah,
I
you're
can
in the
PB
queue.
because Nasty Note takes me about 1:40 with doing Thief normally. I'm not gonna get sub an hour though, and that was my target. Like that's been my whole target this entire time was to sub an hour. I got fucking stared, dude. I got stuck in between the stair.
Specifically the last 2, correct?
No, the one before that. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
shit.
gonna get sub an hour now. I am gonna PB, but I'm not gonna sub an hour. That's really disheartening. It's like there's no reason for that stair to have happened.
Well, just think of it like this: easy PB in the making, right?
Well, it's a PB. I can be happy. I guess like I should just try and be more positive in life and just be like, well, I PB'd. As long as I don't die again to stair.
Yeah, but you could also do the me thing, which is just like, oh yeah, it's a PB and it's gonna be a what's it called? It's an easy PB. That's the thing that I always do. It's like, oh, not
110.
only did I PB, but I know exactly where I can PB.
I got a 1
1
out
out
of
of
10.
10?
Yeah.
GG.
That's beat Garen's time anyway.
Sorry I took so long.
And he beat
That was like a what? 14-second PB?
my PB before this was an hour 53. I was 1 second behind Garen's 152.
Oh, I thought it was 124 for some reason.
So yeah, I'm I PB'd by 40. What's that? 43 seconds.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that's really good. GG. Shoutouts to Jesus.
Like if I got Fast Thief 2 and I didn't stare, it would have been like a 58-30 kind of time.
That's well, again, easy PB in the making.
So yeah, just think of the
Think of it
positives.
like-
I got a PB. I can be happy with that. Thanks, Jesus.
Especially with your shit controllers. Yeah, thanks, Jesus.
Shout out to my ex. You're really quite the best.
Oh, jeez. Zus.
You may be who I am from the day we met. I don't remember how that song goes.
Jesus rules.